Well, now back to our top story, and that's about North Korea defying the UN after claiming to carry out an underground nuclear test. And with me to discuss this is Pavel Lyshakov, head of the Center for Korean Studies at Moscow State University. Mr. Lyshakov, thank you very much indeed for your time. So, it seems like North Korea, well, it's clearly a form of their nuclear deterrence. What kind of strategy is North Korea pursuing by doing that?
I think it's quite understandable and quite clear. When some people say that North Korea is unpredictable, I think that's not true. It's very predictable. Maybe it's, especially the last nuclear test was unexpectedly made for some, but it's quite predictable. And the utmost aim of this policy is to get as they think, the only absolute guarantee from attack by more powerful enemies. And the nuclear weaponry is the best solution from their point of view.
Yeah, and how does this test affect the balance of power in the region?
So
and the whole world, of course.
Of course, it could affect the balance of power, first in the region, because Japan is ready to, as they say, they have enough plutonium to make weaponry within several months, and there's only need some political decision. And South Korea is also, I know that there was some article, well, not this, that before test, that Korea is ready to make their own nuclear test within 1 year. So that means a kind of a domino effect, and it could be followed by built-up in China and maybe even nuclear weapon in Taiwan. What is dangerous is that Korean Peninsula is, how to say, is the violence and wounds of past and present are surrounding Korean Peninsula, and without any agreement on collective security in the region, it could lead to some unpleasant process.
And it seems to be very important to North Korea to succeed in such a test. But how can North Korea afford such armament program?
Of course, it's very expensive, and there are some calculations by South Korean experts that it cost $500 million to make the missile launch. I think that nuclear weaponry test is also the same size, but the biggest problem is not resources, because many specialists, they underestimate North Korean resources, considering it's just a poor country with no resources, but the brains. And I think that Korean physicists, nuclear physicists, they were quite good in succeeding the task which was set for them by the leader. Actually, they were students, or mostly the students of Russian universities, but we were teaching them not to make nuclear weaponry, but just nuclear physics. That they were very good students to proceed in this sphere, I should say.
All right, Pavel Lyshakov, thank you very much indeed for sharing your views with us.
You're welcome.